Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday night. It is time for the 2v2 showdown here on Rewind Gaming. I'm Digital Bacon, and tonight we have got a special guest coming on in from the new rival realms. It is none other than Chrome. How are you doing, Chrome?
I'm fantastic, Bacon. It is great to be here. I'm excited. Or you haven't actually since the death of 2v2 over on Rival Esports. I'm excited to actually get my teeth stuck into some great 2v2 action, which will be coming right over to your video screens in just a moment. Bacon, what have we got lined up for today?
We have got a lot of good Rocket League lined up. That's what we got. High intensity, high octane Rocket League. So many good teams are signed up that I can't pick a winner today. Chrome. Normally, I try and do a bit of prediction early on beforehand, but tonight I have no idea. And this first game is going to be a good example of it. We have got the young PS4 plebs going up against Technics.
I mean, I can't say I'm particularly familiar with either team, but it should be a good match to start us off. Hopefully, we'll see a little bit of back and forth. Maybe a game 3 early on. Who knows? We can only hope. But let's hopefully get right stuck into things as soon as our players are readied up and set. So, Bacon, are there any outstanding teams you've seen just skimming the bracket so far?
Yeah,
that have caught your eye?
One of them, Tedar, being on there. Bim bam, bim bam. That is Zedo and Zapphire.
Ooh.
But let's quickly talk about these two teams before we get started. Young PS4 plebs, that is King Tugger and Lucaman. Tenix is Nix and Tadar. Funny enough how they got their name, but we are underway with Tadar going up against Lucaman and Nix following through wonderfully. Gets a block there as well, keeping possession down in the blue PS4 pleb zone. Tadar now just going to try and get back into play as Nix can handle that ball and get it on out. King Tugger just trying to get into middle for his teammate Luca, who's really buying time for his buddy to get into place. Here he is there, but Tadar blocks it on out.
I think already, we're seeing the young PS4 players. We're seeing Luke Kakerman definitely be the front man, the offensive player, and then King Tuga is coming in from the back for the setup. But maybe we're seeing a reversal of that right now. It does seem to be that's how they're splitting up their strategy, putting one forward, one back, playing it smart, playing it steady, and just seeing where the play takes them, mate.
Definitely couldn't agree more. Lucaman unfortunately just missing that. Tadar will pick it on up. He has got a clear hit towards his opponent's end of the field, but King Tugger just waiting on that backboard. Knicks were a good 50-50. That's dropping down Lucaman. Good clear away to the side. King Tugger picking up on it and just clears it down to his opponent's end. That is relieved so much pressure. And as Nix tries to get it on out, it's straight into Lucaman. Lucaman can't get the second touch.
I mean, the pressure coming out from young PS4 plebs is really forcing Tenix into a bit of a hole here. They just went on the offense, but now they're being bottled up in defense. These constant 50-50s coming out from Lucaman and King Tuga, they're both really putting on the pressure. There's Tater just getting flipped up a little bit, not really knowing where he's going on this one. But Nix has a great shot on net. There's the second touch, but Tater unfortunately doesn't manage to find the finish there.
Lucaman clears it out, but it's straight to Tadar, who puts it to the backboard, well cleaned up by King Tugger. However, Nix, once again, putting some pressure on Lucaman. Got a bit of time to play with this, decides to hit it, but it's straight to Tadar. Moves it to the side, lets Nix rotate on in, but well cut out by King Tugger. Again, keeping that pressure going. Nix just wants to clear this away now. You've got Tadar all the way back in goal, needing some boost, trying to form up and get on in. Nice gentle hit on down. He's going to try dribble this on out. He's got a flick, goes off for that side boost, and that has just handed the ball on over to Lucaman.
I think both teams right now have realised the importance of good, strong clears off to the side. That's what's really keeping them both in the game here. No real team has taken an advantage. Oh, but Lucaman's run away with it. He the shot there. Nix with no boost tried to get the pass back, but it was just Tater was just awake enough to save that one. Although
Tadar with the shot. Oh, but King Tugger can keep it on out. Good clear from him as well. That looks like it could go the whole length. Can Nix get back in time? Yes, he can. Slows it on the line. Tadar also jumping up. Maybe a little bit of a double commit, but they are safe for a little while longer. as Nyx gets a clear off to the side. And King Tugger just wanting to get this under his control, put it out to the middle for his teammate, but no. Tadar is there, he is clearing, and Lukaman is just receiving so well.
Exactly, they're working quite well as a team together, actually, just playing off each other, trying to set up. Unfortunately, they haven't really managed to get any executes there. Tater almost managed to take it all the way, but it's just a little bit off net there. Unfortunate for Tenix. But both teams have just been attacking really well. They've got their rotations on lock. They're never really leaving a particularly open net, apart from that one time I think we saw from young PS4 plebs. So definitely going to be a close series here, Bacon.
Yep, and now we're going to see the ball just linger for a little bit. Lukaman cutting it into the corner, wanting to make sure that there's no momentum, but Tadar does not care. He puts it into the middle, and Nyx, he can put it away. 1 minute, 5 seconds left, and we finally got a goal.
You sorted out with a cheeky little fake there, almost the mind game, just to pop one off, and then King Tuga wasn't really able to recover in time. Great little mechanical play there to set Nyx up for the easy finish.
Well, it looks like we might only have one goal in this game, but the stalemate has been broken. You can sometimes get just a whole wave, a whole flood of goals come out after that first one. Pressure is coming off from the PS4 plebs. King Tugger, nice little flick, and Lukaman will put it away. I was right about that flood.
The floodgates have opened. Look at this one. King Tugger just pops it over just enough that Nyx went up for it, and then Lukaman was able to just come in over the top and dunk it on down. That's a fantastic return there. Only about 12 seconds in after that first goal there. So definitely this game is still too close to call, Bacon.
It is indeed, especially when you've got Lukaman being able to pull off stopping plays like that, just setting it up for King Tugger to get some build-up going. It's fantastic between these two. Good movement there, using the wall, get past. Nyx with the double touch. Just gone hard the goal. King Tugger trying to run it on out. Tadar nearly demoed by Lukaman there. Lukaman is going to be able to take this to the corner. Tadar still challenging. King Tugger got to do something with this. He decides to buy a bit of time for Lukaman to get on in. It might just save him there.
I just want to talk about that demo for a second there from Lukaman. The attempted demo, that really was almost a costly error. He had no boost left at the end of that, and then had boost stolen from him by Tater. So that was really quite the calculated risk, and it looks like it just about paid off. But boy, oh boy, I would be sweating bullets right there if I was in Luca's position.
Well, the tension is high. This first game can mean so much for morale, and at the moment it's down in the Tenix side. Good clearance there from Tadar. King Tugger is just waiting in goal. Look at that. He does not want to leave unless he can get a good clear. He's knocked it on out. Tadar's trying to get under his control. Puts it into the corner. King Tugger seeing the boost. Getting a massive launch. That will go the whole length. Nyx has to grab boost here because he will not get enough time to go pick up another for a while, as Tadar is straight on the attack. Nyx, he's so far back in defense, and rightfully so, because Lukaman and King Tugger can turn the game around. We've just seen so many great counters in this game, and what the hell? That whiff coming out of nowhere.
I'm with you on that one, Bacon. What the hell just happened there? King Tugger just didn't go for it at all. Lukaman was too low. The drop down save, just it all fell apart right there. And Tenix are going to be able to take the win with that.
The thing that is so disheartening about that, Chrome, is that that was the first big whiff we have seen the entire game, and it's cost the whole game. That could be the whole turning point. Now Tenix could just have all the morale off of that first game and be able to take down the PS4 plebs in the next one. But with how 50-50 this game has been so far, this series could definitely go all the way to the third.
I think it absolutely could. We've seen some great stuff from the young PS4 plebs. They just haven't quite been able to find those executes, find those clean little finishes that they were looking for a lot of the time. They've been almost all the way there. We saw that great one there you've just seen on your screens again from Lukaman with the pop-off from King Tugger. But they've just had so many chances they couldn't quite turn into goals, really. So definitely potential for them to come back. Not to discredit any of the work from Tenix, capitalizing on those errors there coming out from the young PS4 plebs. Could swing either way. Absolutely up in the air.
Well, this is a best of 3 series, so we've got the potential for another 2 games. And like we just said, It looks like it could just go that whole length, but the only ones that can decide it are King Tugger, Luca Man, Tadar, and Nix. And we are underway here. Nix following through with the ball, getting it down his opponent's end. That is a nice hit. Looking towards the center, but King Tugger can keep it out straight from the start. A lot of aggression coming out from 10X here.
They are pressuring up hard there, just keeping the ball, or trying to at least, keeping it in the young PS4 plebs half is obviously going to benefit them in the long run. Puts them under pressure, starve them with a boost. That's how 10X are trying to create these opportunities. They've just been a little bit too slow, I think, Bacon, on some of the reads there. We had the great ball in from Next. Tader was just a second too late on that one. Here's another opportunity though. I'll let you handle this one.
Well, handle it indeed, and Tadar has done that as well. Getting it off of that poor save from King Tugger, who puts it into the middle. Luca Man getting bumped, and Tadar will follow on through and get the goal.
It's smart positional placement as well on that shot. It was just above King Tugger after he'd already jumped. There was no way he was going to be able to get it. So some really, really high IQ plays coming out from these guys already so far.
Moving down, King Tugger has to do something with it. Tadar responds, puts it above the goal. Nix, unfortunately another whiff, but where it's down that end, it's not as crucial. Tadar keeping the pressure going. Get underneath it, letting the ball drop a little bit. Wanted to get past into the center, but Nix had backed off. Saw that it was too deep. Nice movement upfield. Can Tadar put it away? Oh, boy, he can.
That was a lovely little finish there from Tadar. Look at this. Off the wall, up in the air. Gets the read on it. The almost zero angle goal, I want to say there, Bacon. That was just a really nice finish there. Putting them 2-0 in the lead, that's got to be a big confidence boost there. They're already one game up in the series. So young PS4 plebs are mentally on the back foot here. They are struggling to try and stay in this game. And that is never a good place to be, especially when the stakes are this high.
Yeah, you can see it. Tadar and Nix again, better 50-50s going in their favour. They're just positioning themselves that little bit cleaner and then putting shots off after the mistakes of King Tugger and Luke Ackerman, who are just a little bit frazzled at this point. King Tugger moving it downfield. Tadar, great pass over to Nix, keeping it out of the side. King Tugger did try to get it going, but he just moved it into the wall. And now Tadar picking it up once again. Nice little flick there. Nix wanting to go for the demo. Unfortunately, Luke Ackerman is just a little bit sly enough to get away.
I mean, that was a really nice attack there. They had kind of basically everything going for them. They had the mind game from Taylor. They had the attempted fake. They had the attempted demo. They're just using every single element of the game. Fortunately, it didn't quite pan out how they wanted it. But still, you know, we're seeing some pretty high-level Rocket League here already. And we're only in the early rounds so far, Bacon. So we're only going up from here on out.
Well, I didn't lie when I said tonight is absolutely stacked, guys. It is going to be fantastic. Great pass from Tadar there. Nix wanting to go back to him. A bit of Chuckle Brothers action there with a bit of a to me to you, to me to you. But it was broken down. The ball was dropped. King Tugger back on it. Luke Ackerman puts it back in the middle. King Tugger should be able to get onto this. He gets the hit off. It's a little bit high. The crossbar put it on down, but it was not in the goal. Tadar gets it on out, and Nix looks to get a bit of a run. Simon going here into King Tugger, but maybe he could have gotten the ball there. Just a little bit out of his reach.
Oh, again, Taylor with these mind games. He keeps trying to go for them. I'm not exactly sure how successful the K command is. Just he's following the ball wherever it goes, and oftentimes Taylor is not really there to challenge him. So maybe that's a little bit of a strategy rethink, perhaps, for these guys right now. Although it has provided them 2 goals so far, so there is something to be said, I think, for how well it's worked up until now.
Luke Ackerman and King Tugger, the 2 PS4 plebs, really have to turn this into overdrive now, as they are 2 goals down, and this is their lifeline to get back into the game. King Tugger going for that dribble, wants to do a fancy maneuver, and it pays off.
Look at that, the fantastic finish on this. Drops it down, Nix has no idea where it's going, picks it up upside down, scoops it over the goalie. Look at that, and it's raining presents for everyone. Santa Claus is coming to town, and his name is King Tugger. Bacon, what a finish that was.
Oh, definitely Rocket League Daily's material there. straight in the second round. This is early doors. This is almost like the warm-up act to a wonderful concert. And this warm-up act needs to get signed. Is Nyx and Tadar just trying to stop them. They've seen what King Tugger and Luke Ackerman can do. These lads have been to the semi-finals before, and they want to get back there. But Tadar and Nyx are in control of this still. They've got all the pressure down in their opponent's ends, but they can't find the net as King Tugger gets it on out. Luke Ackerman knocking it downfield. It's wide of goal. Nyx, unfortunately, gets bounced off that ball. Should be going the other way, buddy. What have you done wrong there?
I think there was actually a moment there, I think, when Luke Ackerman and King Tugger were trying to get the clear, but they actually just double committed on an open net, and that's what caused the ball to go wide of net. The left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing. That could be a costly error. There was the chance, the bump, the physical play on the goalie. Almost had the clear net. Here's King Tugger, they find it! Centre of net. Taylor isn't able to get back in time. Look at this, Bacon. In the dying seconds of the game, the PS4 plebs are bringing it back.
Yeah, you talk about costly errors there. Tadar, he moved the ball back in front of his net. That is a Rocket League 101 lesson. You do not want that ball in front of your net at any time whatsoever in the game. You look at clearances, they'll move it above the net or out. They don't want it in front of there. It could cost them as we're going into overtime now. Young PS4 plebs, they are rising from the ashes here. These are two beautiful Phoenixes who are putting it away. We're going to game 3.
We said at the start, we have no idea where this is going. It could be a game 3, and look at that. The follow-up is just so fast. There wasn't even a chance for Tenix to react on that one. Luke Ackerman just bangs it away, and the young PS4 plebs come back from a 2-0 deficit to take it 3-2 in the overtime. That is a story, Bacon, of coming back from the brink there. They were down 1 game in the series. That was match point. They were down 2-0, and they managed to claw their way back, potentially even leading them on to the victory in game 3.
Yeah, Chrome, this is what Rewind is all about. Great players coming together, having a bit of fun and pushing each other. This is round 2. These are some high-level players, definitely well up in the champs. I mean, you see Tadar there. He is on the bench for Endpoint in the Gfinity Elite Series, and he's just been taken down a game from these players that think they're plebs. But no, they are nuts. I've seen Luke Ackerman before and King Tugger. Like I said, they got through to the semi-finals and such many a time before. They want to do it again. And when you've got teams like this pushing each other straight to the limit, Chrome, that is when you turn some just all right players into semi-pros and even better. This is how champions are born in the community tournaments like this tonight, guys. If you're enjoying it as much as myself and Chrome, make sure you smash that follow button.
Smash it indeed, just like the young PS4 plebs just managed to absolutely smash Tenix on the defense there. This is game number 3, Bacon. This is do or die time. There are no mental disadvantages here. We're squared up 1-1. Maybe, just maybe, Tenix are hurting a little bit from that overtime kickoff goal. But they can't let that stop them. They've got to keep going full momentum. Nyx from the ceiling, but King Tugger's up and ready to intercept.
Oh, intercept he did. That's going the whole length of the pitch. Luke Ackerman stealing some boosts as well. Nice calculated play. Breaking down, starving your opponents. That could be what it takes to really dismantle Tenix again. Tadar is on out. He's going to follow up, get that boost. But King Tugger, look at that. He made the whiff, but it didn't matter. Luke Ackerman was able to come in because there was no pressure onto it. Nyx now getting it on out. Tadar's got to do something with this. He's got King Tugger in the middle in front of him. Nyx powers it on through.
Oh,
the crossbar down, but not in.
Luke Ackerman with the pinch. The ground pinch is going all the way. Box to box. Luke Ackerman scores from downtown. Look at this, flips in the air, even dives in. Dolphin dives on top of that. All the way through. And the young PS4 plebs are going to take the first goal in the series, Bacon. They are absolutely pulling out all the stops right now. They want to get back up where the pros are playing. They want to be in these finals, and you can feel it right now.
Yep. Oh, how the tables have turned throughout this entire series. Tenix always sort of like in the lead, and you have PS4 plebs chasing them, but it seems like it's just turned around in that one now. But Tadar and Nyx aren't going to go down easily, are they?
Absolutely not. They are not going down without a fight, and they are absolutely going to punish the young PS4 plebs if they see any glaring errors like the one we just witnessed. There is still no safety. 3 minutes 40 on the clock. There's plenty of time for either team to pull something magical out of the bag.
And Tugger, good save there, putting it into corner, and Luke Ackerman can pick up. That could be a vital mistake. Tadar is going to just try and control as he puts it up high. That might have been a mistake from him. If he had just seen he had half a second more, he could have kept that on down. Nice hit by Luke Ackerman. It's going the whole distance. That ball had legs on it, Crone.
I think that was just a crucial misplay from Taylor there. He just had so much more time than he realised, not by any real fault of his own. Tried to play it up high for the team passing play, just got broken down, and you know, Luke Ackerman, easily able to turn around all the way on that one. The fake kickoff, starting out strong, get another great long ball over from Nyx.
Yeah, you're going to see that now. A little bit of change in play styles as Tadar and Nyx need to work out a way past Luke Ackerman and King Tugger now, because this is all on the line for them. King Tugger, a great block there, sends it up high into the middle for Nyx. Look at that, all the pressure coming out. Luke Ackerman trying to pinch it, but can't. Tadar is up. He's knocking it all the way to the backboard. He wants a second touch. He gets it, but Luke Ackerman gets in the way.
Nyx.
Oh, Nyx not being able to get onto it, and Luke Ackerman just going to slow it on down. Nice hit there by Tadar, but King Tugger keeps it on out.
There was a chance there for the shot from Nyx from far out. Bump as he leaves. Just a little bit of an irritation play more than anything else. Ball back in the orange zone now. Still, we've seen a fair few more shots Tenix than we have the young PS4 plebs, although the young PS4 plebs have been far more successful in actually capitalising. Although Taylor has the chance, he's not going to miss this one. He's finally found the net. It is wide open. He is not going to be able to blow that one by any stretch of the imagination. Look at this. King Tugger completely out of position. Luke Ackerman nowhere to be seen, and there's a fantastic finish from Taylor.
Yeah, it just feels horrible there. King Tugger just tried everything he did. He got the save, but just knocked it straight into his opponent. And that is an easy goal for Tadar there. King Tugger, he's got a run now, Chrome. He's knocking it. It is going wide, however. Tadar looks up high with the second touch. That was good as Nyx is able to get onto it and completely turn it on around, getting that ball to move down to his opponent's nice 50-50 there. King Tugger, big hit. Luke Ackerman might be able to drop it, but not dropping it enough. Tadar gets a block out. Can he get the long shot here? He's trying. He's got some speed on it, but Luke Ackerman is just too good for him.
Luke Ackerman up so early with that read. That was just really nice. Found the defensive rotation. Now he's able to press on the offense. This is the key to a good team strategy here. If you have that rotation on lock, if you get that basic stuff right, Luke Ackerman, look at this. He can just go all the way. There's no one to stop that one, and he manages to take it all the way home. Put them in the lead 3-2. It's a very familiar situation, Bacon. It's where the last game ended. We're hoping there's going to be a couple more goals, but in all honesty, this could be the end if Tenix don't pull something really magical right now.
Well, the whole of this game has been Tenix just chasing after the young PS4 plebs. They've got to suddenly find a lead against them, otherwise they are going out tonight. They're not going to be able to get past round 2. King Tugger again blocked out there by Nyx all the way across. Luke Ackerman needs to get back. Nyx, he's got the goal in his sights, passes it off to Tadar. Luke Ackerman does get the clear off to the corner, has to chase it, try and get it out. Back pass from Nyx there, doesn't find Tadar as King Tugger gets into the corner, but Tadar can come out with it. Powerful hit from Nyx. It's going the whole way, but into the post and on out.
That's another great attempt, but Taylor manages to somehow find that one by some wild stretch of the imagination. Look at this one. It comes in over the middle, crossbars it down and in. And Taylor is going to be able to tie up the game. This is all still hanging in the balance, Bacon. Absolutely nothing is certain with the amount of back and forth we're seeing from these two teams right now. Nix is up early, trying to get something going. Tries to send it far post, finds it. He just ricochets out. That is devastating. That was such a lovely setup. All of that hard work just to be failed right at the end by the post positioning here. And Nix trying again. Doesn't have his teammate with him. Oh, the teammate! No, Tadar! What's going on? That was the perfect opportunity. There was no one able to defend. Oh, Bacon. I've just witnessed a tragedy.
Yeah, tragedy indeed. But not for us. We've got an overtime, some more intense action. That's actually 2 overtimes in this second round in a single series. That is how close these two teams are. And Nix is looking to kite on out, puts it, but Tadar puts it away. And just when they needed it most, 10x, they're going on through.
GG's well played. Look at this, Tadar just manages to slot it in the bottom. Right at the end of the regular time, just into OT. 10x going to be able to take it. Look at that. They had over 13 shots, Bacon. That's a lot of shots. I don't think young PS4 players put up anywhere near that number. King Tuga alone just put up 1. I don't think that Luke Man was much higher than that. So definitely almost a sheer outclassing in the offensive pressure put up by 10x there. But very well played to both teams. 10x are moving on up in the world.
Yep, 10x will be going on through to the next round. They have to go up against Westerkoweta. I can't say that, Chrome. I'm sorry, I don't speak what I think is German. But this team is not to be underestimated because they just took down the first seed. I was saying earlier about Zeta and Sapphire being in this, but this team that has come out of nowhere, Devriz and Roa Ross, I think they're both Austrian, or Hungarian. That's the flag. I don't know, but they've just taken down the number 1 seed. So we've got a bit of a dark horse come out of nowhere here, Chrome.
Definitely, and this is what I think Rewind are all about. We're about showcasing these teams that can come from nothing and start taking on, the semi-pros, the bubble teams. That's what we're all about. Getting people involved in the competitive community who deserve to be out there, who deserve to be spotlighted. So definitely make sure to hit that follow button. Get following on the Twitter. Make sure you stick around because we've got some great content coming up.
We have got some great content coming up as well, guys. Tonight's prize pool is entirely funded by you guys at home. So if you feel that these players, they deserve something to work towards, make sure to head on over to Matcherino, just do the command down in chat and donate, even if it's $1 or $2. Every little helps. But from myself and Chrome, we'll see you after this short break in the quarterfinals.
Baby.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the quarterfinals of tonight's Rewind Gaming 2v2 Showdown. I'm Digital Bacon, and once again joined by Chrome. Not that Chrome, not the Pro Play Chrome. No, our
fake
Chrome, the caster Chrome.
It's good to be back. We have Nuts versus Shot Poles up next, Bacon, for our fan viewers. It's interesting. Shot poles, one of the Olympic sports that is lesser known. It did get taken off the radar after a confusion with some equipment, hence the name. But hopefully, they should be on full form for this evening. Going up against Nuts. I don't know if we're going to see more name amalgamations later on. I'm hoping.
Yeah, Nuts, of course, is formed up a Dragon Slayer and Noidosaurus. Noidosaurus going as King Noid on this. Shot Poles, that's Tadpole and Shots. Everyone knows these two lads, and they can put on such a performance. Now, Nuts, we can't underestimate them. Again, a bit like that German team we were talking about earlier, they've just taken down unqualified coming on in as the third seed, being knocked on out, and here they are looking to suddenly come in and cause havoc. Now, before we get on to this game, just a big thank you to Mr. Toasty Muffins there in chat for the 102 bits. We love you, bruh. Thanks for the support. And guys, if you want to support us as well, we can't stress it enough. The prize pool tonight is entirely funded by you guys at home from your donations. So head on over to Matcherino and just $1 or $2, give something for these players to work towards. But without further ado, Chrome, I think we should let the players onto the field, shouldn't we?
I think we should let the dogs out of their gates. Let's go, Bacon. It's to the races. Here we go. Tadpole, King Noid, and Dragon Slayer. I am excited. I hope, Bacon, we get another tense series with some last minute back and forth. US East server has been called out, and we're going to get right into the thick of things. It is a double fake kickoff.
No, it's a US
server. Yeah,
we're going to remake. Right, Chrome, this is a massive annoyance of a bug for me at the moment. I've noticed it on my own channel on that. When doing video games and such, is that I'll go create a, say, European server, whatever. As soon as I click the the create button, whatever, it'll change to US East or Middle East. I do not know why this happens, but it just changed it. You have to then leave it and go back. So sometimes you just don't catch it. And I don't know why this is a thing in the game. Like, what has happened? And Silence hasn't picked up on it yet. It's just weird.
Well, hopefully we should be getting back into that in just a moment. But until then, we shall discuss, Bacon. We've already seen so far in the bracket, Nuts have managed to take on Unqualified and Wedge Esports. 2-0 against Wedge and 2-1 versus Unqualified. So definitely perhaps some potential for them to be taken over. Whereas Shot Poles has had a similar game history, 2-0 and 2-1 versus Random Team and Pohi Esports, respectively.
Yep, both these teams have had a good run. They've both had to go from that first round. And if they get through this, they've got to go up against the winner of Turtle Esports and No Names. Turtle Esports, of course, repetitive winners here on the TV2s. iMonk and Rennie Rentier going up against Vortex and Dicker. Again, two new lads. I'm loving the newcomers to Rewind Gaming. As I said, Chrome, wrong team, buddy. Wrong team, Chrome. Wrong team.
Thought I just give you the advantage there.
Yep, that's clearly it. It don't matter. It's not set anything amiss, and we are underway here as Dragon Slayer goes up against Tadpole. No, it was a good kickoff there from Dragon Slayer. King Noid just leaving it. He backs off a bit. It's a bit weird that they're just going so slow. Dragon Slayer, King Noid were very clustered together there, but the 50-50 from Dragon Slayer is strong. Puts it into the corner. Tadpole getting it up high. Wanting a double touch. Does get it. It's a pass over the shots. But Dragon Slayer keeps the ball out.
It's a good little setup. I am curious about this spacing coming up. They do seem really pushed up together. At least they're attacking as a duo. Something we don't always see teams do. But it does leave them very vulnerable to these kind of open net situations which they have to scramble back for, which we did see ever so slightly in that kind of first real play of the game. So I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out for them. Are they going to keep up the same style of attack, or are they going to switch it up depending on what shot poles bring out?
Shots trying to get that into goal, but goes across it. Can't get it on in. Tadpole. Good block. It's straight back to King Noid. Where's the block it there? It's up high. Shots might be able to dunk this on down. Gets the dunk, but can't find the net. It's the two defenders keep it on out. Angslayer trying to clear it off away. Does get another touch, which is brilliant as it clears it into the corner. He can follow up. Does the little cheeky jump. Gets a pop straight for King Noid, who gets the first goal of the match.
Very lovely. The same kind of thing we saw in our last game when King Tuga and the Kakuman were able to pull off that pop over the goalie, and then the second player follows up for the finish. Very nice structure to that little 1-2 play, and that has opened the field up. Nuts, one goal in the lead.
Shots. Just wanted to get that down to his opponent's end. Wanted that 50-50, but couldn't find it as Dragon Slayer got it away. Noid puts it into the corner. Tadpole being a bit mischievous coming on in. Twirly, but it was all for nothing because King Noid got it on out. Dragon Slayer not being able to follow through, and Shots keeps up the pressure. King Noid, that could be unfortunate as Tadpole puts it into the corner, but it didn't go out enough for Shots. Dragon Slayer is on the counter. Shots, great control there to get it with his car and go for the dribble. He's got it there, he just needs to pop it. He does, but it's crossbar out and Tadpole can't put it on through.
Oh, that was just so close. Unfortunately, the crossbar just cruelly took away that opportunity at the last second. But there we go, Tadpole's in for the rebound. There we go. There's the opportunity finally. Denied one, came back strong for the second. Tadpole freestyling all over the place, dunks it on down, and that's going to put shot poles on the board with the equaliser.
Yeah, Crone, you know how you stop the crossbar from knocking the ball on out? You slam the ball into the ground just like that.
Exactly what you do.
Getting the second goal for Nuts.
Absolute masterclass on that very technique there. Avoid the crossbar entirely by aiming at ground level. King Noid was just our guinea pig for that particular concept, and he's demonstrated it absolutely fantastic.
Into the middle once again, and Shots will be able to get onto this. A big, powerful hit from him indeed. As always, his name rings true. Shots putting another shot on. He's got 5 already, and he's finally found his first goal.
I am confused by that clear and just how late the Dragons looked like they're almost just a bit sloppy on the defense there. Shots, doing work. 5 shots like you mentioned. They already have 9 shots between the two of them on shot poles versus the 2 shots total from Nuts. Granted, Nuts currently have a 100% shooting ratio, but shot poles do definitely seem to be on the offense more and more.
Oh, he's leaving that for Shots to come on in. He knows they has to get back in the defense because Dragon Slayer's coming on down. Can't get past Tadpole. It's quite funny to see a Tadpole go up against a Dragon here. And, well, they're going head to head as the game is still 2-2 with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left.
Dragon Slayer trying to get a bump, and then the flick over and then the bump. Almost had it work out, except he didn't really have much follow-up. Shotpulls again just having to scramble back, Bacon. We mentioned it a bit earlier, but they do seem to be almost over-rotating in a way.
Maybe, but they're not being punished for it just yet. It could happen in the future, though. Ooh, Tadpole, 50-50, puts it out to the side. Good block there from Shots. So he wants to dunk on down into it, but Dragon Slayer holds strong in that goal. Nice little cheeky jump from him, but Tadpole has seen that so many times before that he can deal with it. Shots, go for the dribble. He knows how to keep this ball close and knows when to back off if he loses control of it.
That's the sign of a really good player. They know exactly where they should be and when. If they could have that positional awareness, they know, hey, something's not gone my way, I've got to get back on defense. That's the mark of a real professional.
Tadpole's still on it. He's not going to have the angle. The second hit, Ivan not being able to do it. Shots just stealing boost away there, making sure that the counter can't come quick. Look at that, he's just disrupting stuff here, Chrome. He's just making sure that any shot is not on target and that the Nuts team are just going to struggle with getting it down into the end of the field effectively.
They are just kind of being stonewalled right now in the midfield. Tadpole has pushed a break one pass. There's the fake freestyle. I'm not sure that he sets it. King Noid. Shots has to come up, and he does. That's a long ball. Is Dragon Slayer going to be able to catch it? It's so close. He manages to find off the post. Tadpole has all the time in the world, but chooses to go for the fast shot. Shots for the second follow-up. The bump, if the demo had come through, that would have been a certain goal. But as of yet, it is still 2-2. Dragon Slayer just taking it slow. Tries to get the late flick, but Bacon, it looks like we're headed for another overtime.
Yeah, we're heading for another overtime. And what a King Noid and Dragon Slayer paying that host to just keep the ball on out. It's like they've got a third player on the pitch. Just one that doesn't move and they can use so effectively. Another great skill from some really good players here. Real 50-50 games here tonight. Good movement out there from Tadpole. Shots just going to hold on back because he can see that King Noid has got control of it. Big clearance into there. He wants to follow on to this. Shots getting blocked out by Dragon Slayer.
I think that was really smart. Dragon Slayer saw Tadpole was waiting in the wing, so he knew he had to go for the challenge on Shots. Won the challenge and was actually able to kind of prevent that offensive play from building up any further. Although it is coming right back round. A bit late to the party, and it is going to be headed on towards the blue side again. No one's in net, but no attackers. Or the orange side, rather. Tadpole has it on the roof. Goes for the mind game off the crossbar. Tadpole with the mind game. Fake the flick. Look at this. He has his run. Goes up once. Keeps it on the hood. Just doesn't even move. Pops it once. Off the bar. Down and in. Bacon. This is a masterclass. Shot. Poles. Winning it in the overtime. Game 1 going in favour of Dutch.
Yeah. Chrome, I'm not a massive fan of the Dab and Reaper, I'm not going to lie. But after a play like that, there's something cheeky about it, where you're just there like, fair play, I'll allow it. When you play the player, making sure that they come at it and look silly, a Dabbing Reaper is sort of what you deserve.
I think that's acceptable, yeah. That's the one instant where it's just about socially acceptable to use that goal explosion. But talking of explosive starts, we've just had a rather more perhaps gently paced game, Bacon. I'm hoping that teams are going to up the ante in game number 2. Obviously, Nuts, with their chances of winning the tournament on the line, down game 1, maybe going to come out a little bit stronger out of the gates. But obviously, Shotpoles have done a fantastic job of containing them so far.
Yeah, that sort of pace which you were talking about was at the start where you get a little bit slower. Some people say ping-pongy. It's where you're trying to figure out what your opponent's doing, and then it remains slow because each team realize the skill of each other. They have such great respect that they know a simple mistake will cost them, so they don't want to make those mistakes. So it's going to be a very defensive heavy game with mainly one player going forward for those attacks and rotating on in. But Shots, as I say that, does the half rotate and gets the goal.
Took two off the top of the bar really there, but finally Shotpoles were able to figure out an opportunity. Nuts there just a little bit out of place, trying to scramble to get some boost. Didn't really have any strong angles to try and find the clears, and they've just been run around just that little bit. But we are, I think, seeing some much safer Rocket League, like you mentioned, Bacon, which is to be expected when teams realise that, hey, we have a lot of respect for you guys. We're not going to try anything super cheeky. But shots. Speaking of super cheeky, bangs it in the upper 90. Look at this. Oh,
that was perfectly positioned there by Shots. And so much power. The pie time explosion coming out because Shots and Tadpole are going to be loving it at the moment. They've got a 2-goal lead in 36 seconds. That is insane when you think about that last game we just saw.
Last game we saw kind of much slower. Right now, I think we are seeing that the intensity has been upped ever so slightly by Shotball. Ever so slightly, he says. I think more than ever so slightly. We are definitely seeing them come out with some aggression right now, and that's working out for these guys.
Tadpole just to pick this ball up. He's got King Noid contesting it. Does get the hit, but the block moves off down into the opposite side. Tadpole getting on the end of that. What a fast passing play.
It just seems like nuts are breaking down right now. Look at this. The passing play is just so good. The rotation, the placement just out of reach. The Reaper coming up to dab on the haters. Nuts are just struggling. They're falling apart right now. It's not looking good. They're in a 3-0 deficit. Still 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, but it is not a promising situation.
Yeah, it is Christmas time. Maybe Shotpole should have called themselves the Nutcrackers. At the moment, that is what they are doing, taking them down here. And it is all down to that aggression, where they're becoming more aggressive. They're not giving Dragon Slayer and King Noid any real room to work with, so that when they're down in the field, you just saw it there, Dragon Slayer couldn't keep a hold of it. And then Tadpole and Shots are passing to each other fantastically, and if they lose the ball, it's just one player that can get on it. King Noid is so far back here that Shots has enough time to move it up into the air, give it to Tadpole. Tadpole gives it back, but well done by King Noid there to keep that shot out.
I think Nuts realised the danger there. They saw this two-man passing play was definitely being set up, and they had the forethought to get that man up early for the block, and it was a really nice read there on the shot. But again, they're just struggling to actually break out and get in the offensive half. 5 shots from Shotpole so far, only 1 from Nuts. It's really not looking massively good for these guys right now.
Whiffs like that from Dragon Slayer as well. It was an open goal, he couldn't put it away. Panic too much coming on in. You can't blame him, he wasn't expecting that whiff either. And Dragon Slayer keeping control of that ball. Should have left it for King Noid, but no. The 2 players from Nuts, they looked so strong in that first game, but in this second one, where they have gone down so quickly, those 3 goals, 4 goals are really starting to rattle them.
It's just got to that point where Shotpoles are being able to really find any small chink in the armor, and they're just exploiting it to the fullest. Basically, they've just gone ham on all of their opportunities, and they're converting. They're currently 4 for 6 in terms of 66.6 recurring shooting percentage. Bacon. Those are numbers not to be laughed at.
Yeah, definitely. In 2v2s are a little bit more common than 3v3s, but they are still so respectable. At the moment, we're going to see Tadpole try and get the attack, but King Noid does get on out. He's trying to just play with it. He can see his teammate has just been demoed, so he's got a hold, but he can't hold long enough. His shots is coming on in. He's going to try and fake them and get a block, but it didn't work. Dragon Slayer making his movement forward. It's not listening to the center for his teammate, but King Noid, he'd gone on out. He'd left the scene. He can't be doing that, as Dragon Slayer needs his teammate there if he wants to.
Look at that!
Oh, just like that.
Finally, it's all come together. The puzzle has been made clear. The upside down inverse pinch to fire one into the back of the net. That's a gorgeous first goal there from Nuts. They still need 3 more, Bacon, in 1 minute and 23 seconds. I don't know how likely that is from what we've seen out of Shotpole so far. It's not the most possible event in the world right now.
Yeah, unless Shotpole have a nightmare They're not going to, lose this one. 3 goals in a minute left is a mighty big task for Nuts to stay alive. This is the quarterfinals, and this is the caliber of game we're already seeing. Some of these teams are just warming on up. Oh, the post. Keeping that one out. Rolled up as well, giving them a lot of time for shots to get out. The Tadpole here will just make a big, beefy clear.
It's a nice clear from Tadpole. They know they don't really have to play to time. They have the goal advantage. They can be the aggressive ones. Tadpole not quite going to find it. The dunk almost from shots, so they know they can just run the clock out now. They don't have to be super flashy. They can play safe Rocket League and still progress on in this bracket, maybe.
Yeah, and they're just pressuring their opponents into that back quarter. Can't blame them there. As long as it's there, they're safe. And they will look for another goal here. Oh, what a good goal it was. Simple passing play.
Short, sweet, simple, to the point. Tadpole fires one off the handoff. The Reaper comes out one more time. 11 seconds left. I don't know if he's going to be making another appearance, but it looks like the fat lady is about to start singing for Nuts right now. Shot pole is just so far ahead. There's no time for the comeback. 4-goal deficit. They've just outplayed Nuts right now in these last couple of games, and shot poles are going to be moving on up to the settings.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there for Nuts. They looked so strong in that first game, but after that second one, they're just a couple of crushed cashews there, Chrome. And Dragon Slayer and King Void, as long as they keep plugging at it, as long as they keep their consistency like we saw in that first game, these could be 2 great players, and I hope to see them next week. As guys, we have got the 2v2 showdown running every single week. Might be a little bit, patchy over the Christmas break, but we're going to try our hardest to get these tournaments going on out for you, because not only do we love, producing for you guys, we know how much you love playing in them, how much you love watching them. So, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure to do !Discord on in chat so that you can come on in, join, be part of the community. But not only do we have 2v2 tournaments here, Chrome, on Saturday nights, 7:30 p.m. GMT. That's, time around London, British time. We have got the 3v3 weeklies going down. That is a guaranteed $45 there to the winning team. And of course, Matcherino donations on top. But just before we go, love to do a big shout out to our newest Twitch sub member, Crim. It is Pixelated Gumball using his Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, buddy, for the support. And guys, we shall see you in the semi-finals after this short break. Welcome back, guys. It is semi-final time here on Rewind Gaming. It's Thursday night. It's 2v2 Showdown. And once again, I'm Digital Bacon, joined by Chrome.
It's good to be here, Bacon. We have Tenix versus Kyle Gets Carried coming up next. Tenix, of course, a team we saw in the first round taking the win. Then, so definitely, Nix and Taylor, the ones to watch out for. Obviously, Paddy and Kyle coming back in the form of Kyle Gets Carried. So, you know, there is some contention here, Bacon. There is definitely a chance it could go either way. But all of our games so far have been overtime games, I believe. Not a single series has had one game without an overtime. So definitely some back and forth, some pendulum action going on today for this tournament.
Yeah, it definitely has been so intense as we get onto this. Let's have a quick rundown of the teams. You've got 10X, which is Nix and Tadar, and Kyle Gets Carried, which is Patty and Kyle. Now, just before it confuses anyone, because it definitely confused us casters, Meme Master Patty. Now, Patty, you better be getting some juicy memes ready in chat for us for whenever you score or being a goal. We want to hear them. And Proofy is, in fact, Kyle. I don't know where Proofy comes from. And we've only got a small bit of proof based on Smash GG. That is, in fact, Kyle. But without further ado, I think we should let these players get on through to the game. Hey, crew?
I think that's a fantastic shout, Bacon. I cannot wait to get started with this match. It should be an absolutely fantastic one. Obviously, winner moving forward into the finals. Going to face the winner of Turtle Esports versus Shot Polls. So all of that still to come. But right now, ladies and gents, on your screen, Tenix versus Kyle Gets Carried. Bacon, take us away.
Just quickly on a light note, I've just realised this is a Chromecast. I love that.
When isn't it a Chromecast?
I love a good Chromecast. But anyway, if anyone's watching this on a Chromecast, just shout out in chat. I'd love to see that. But underway, and Tadar and Nix are going straight off of that aggression that we saw that was so strong on earlier. Patty coming on in, going for a ceiling shot. What's the words?
Paddy starting off hot. Look at this. Scoops it up all the way, drops down, just absolutely dunks it. Bottom middle, perfect positional placement on that one. They're looking hot right now, Bacon. They are gunning for some goals right now. They are after blood. Taylor pushing up on Paddy, but already it looks like Kyle Gets Carried. Oh, whoa, okay. There's the turnaround.
Well, Meme Master Patty only good at shooting, it seems, as in defense, Patty was absolutely pants there, not being able to get to what should have been an easy save.
I think that is disappointing after that miraculous performance off the ceiling. See, that is what some might call questionable, I think is the phrase I'm looking for here, Dave.
I think there's going to be a whole investigation into how that happened, basically. Oh, Proofy going for the demo on Nix. That will open a lot up. Proofy trying to get the second touch and the re-rep, but didn't work. Patty getting a demo as well. Nix, poor Nix. Let him have a bit of time to get some boosts as you just keep battering him. The ball moving down into the blue end. 10X will want to get that on out. They do, but it's straight to Proofy. All into Nix, and that is staying down the end. But Patty, once again, Nix has been demoed 3 times now, Chrome.
These demos are, you know, they're getting physical right now. Kyle Gets Carried is definitely not shy to put the body in and shred some axles right now, Bacon. Hopefully, Tenix can pick up on this and maybe adapt around it. Look at that, Patty's still going for the bump on Taylor without boast on either of them. They are just not stopping.
Nix gets the ball out, but it goes straight into Patty. Tadar has to be careful here. It's lingering just in front of the net. That was a poor hit. Nix being able to just scrape it on out. Proofy still being a real nuisance there, keeping the pressure going. The ball is out finally here, but look at Patty easily able to get under his control. It's coming on in. Doesn't really create much though. Patty unfortunately getting a whiff. It looked like a bit of a ghost hit to me, but Nix is on it now, moving it down. to the side, wanting to get this up in the air. He wants to show something fancy, but Proofy denies it, keeping it on out.
It strikes me, Bacon, that both teams are playing a very similar kind of all-out strategy when it comes to both members of each team going up hard and then both kind of withdrawing back on defense. So maybe we're going to see a bit more of a stalemate here. We've got 2 versus 2. We're not really seeing those more individual little 1v1s with goalie and attacker here. So that could be perhaps a stylistic change compared to some of our earlier games. But no real breakthroughs so far on either team in the last minute or so after those initial early goals.
Ball is down for Nix to take, but Proofy keeps it on out. Nix getting a demo as well. Getting a bit of revenge on Patty there. Dar, nice little pop up and over, but it is wide of the net, and Patty will pick this on up. Good flick, but Nix is there, knocking it on down to Dar. Try to get a redirect, but no, didn't quite work on out, and Proofy running it on out. Nix dropping it down to Dar. Got to do something special with this. Patty was easily able to block that.
Again, this just back and forth. It doesn't really seem to stop. One moment you think Tenix has got a fantastic opportunity on net, and then somehow the save off the post comes through. Then the other moment, Carl gets carried back on offense, and they just don't seem to be finding any real gaps in the armor. There's the flick over the top from Nix, and Nix once again going to be able to beat out Kyle. Proofy there on the defense. The jump is just a bit too late. The flick is just a bit too strong.
Yeah, Proofy had boost as well. Half a tank, in fact. So I don't know why he couldn't just get to it. Maybe a little bit of a miscalculation, and it could cost Carl gets carried the game, because this isn't going to feel like a high scorer. And as I say that, Nix, baby, just let me be right for once.
Look at this, over the top. Dives on down for the finish, upper 90. Bacon, we are seeing some absolutely class goals. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Doesn't look like it. Indeed, I was just about to say no, but Tadar and Nix might just be a little bit fired up now. After taking all the demos, it slowed them down, but I've seen them for a while. It could just be that. Patty and Proofy, maybe the demos of what have been helping you, and as soon as you relieved, let them have a little bit of time to get some boost and breathe. Well, Tadar and Nix were able to strike. They're doing it again, being real tricksy up in the air. Tadar does get a bump against Proofy. Patty gets it on out, but Nix can just receive it. Goes against the wall, pops it up in the air. Tadar is there to get it. Gets a hit. It's a bit high. Nix trying to drop it on down, but can't find the net.
They just seem to be struggling right now, although they have early on. Again, that physical play, like you said, out of the way for the most part now. And there comes Taylor over the top of me to send another one in. That's another nail in. So Kyle gets carried. Both Kyle and the carry seem to be floundering just a little bit, Bacon. They may be in over their heads right now. That 4-1 scoreline is looking pretty unrelenting for these guys moving on into game 2.
Yeah, this is definitely game 1 to 10x. And Carl gets carried. At this point in time, you just got to be looking at how to get past them. The demo's coming out once again. The pressure from Patty there. It was a good strategy early on into this game. We've somehow got to take what happened and learn from it here, don't they, Glenn?
That's really what sets a good team apart. Is are they able to adapt to the events of the first couple of games? If it's a longer series, best of 5. They definitely have no excuse for not being able to read into those plays and sorting it out. Markedly more difficult in a shorter best of 3, but there is still plenty of time for these guys to come back, change their strategy. I mean, that early goal there from Patty off the ceiling, absolutely no chance of the defense saving it. So definitely some room to work, to adapt and overcome there.
A lot of work indeed is needed, especially since Carl gets carried down a whole game in this best of 3 series. They've got to effectively do a reverse sweep now. Now, we normally try and save like the term reverse sweep for like best of 5s, best of 7, but they're still justified here. You do have to win the games back to back. So the term is still correct. It just doesn't feel as, I'd say,
As
epic
proper. Yeah.
as what you would get in the finals anyway.
There's definitely a point to be made there, but I think for all intents and purposes, that's what they need to do right now. They are at match point. Nyx trying to get a good little air dribble in all the way over. Look at those touches right there. That was just so smooth. Look
Yeah,
at this, off
that
the
was
wall.
a good little air dribble
Oh.
there, Chrome. That was a big boy air dribble. That was just straight through. The jump out from the wall from Proofy there was nowhere near it. It just could not reach, as the speed was just correct, coming in slow and then ramping it on up as he moved on forward. Just a masterclass in air dribbles there from the close post.
It was the control, the finesse, everything. It just looked so clean, Bacon. I think that's one of the smoothest looking air dribbles, but the jankiest looking double commits I've seen all day. And there's the pass off. Kyle gonna swoop in at the last second and pick up those points for himself, proving that the team name is just for show. Look at this. Paddy doing all the work, and Kyle just thinks, yeah, I'll just step in and make sure it gets all the way to the back of the net.
Yeah, it's that sort of unfortunate bit of you've done such great work and then you're smacked down to earth. Well done by Proofy there to be able to do it. Kadar is going to get on the ball now, moves it towards the centre. Can Nyx do something? Nearly gets it off, but Proofy well controlled to get that off to the corner.
That's the long
Getting
ball.
knocked about. It's the long ball, like you said, Chrome, and it's 2-1 to Kyle gets carried.
Already we're seeing kind of the complete inverse of what happened last game. Out of the gate, Kyle gets carried. Are just not pulling any punches right now. 2 goals early on of that fantastic early air dribble from Nyx. They've taken some hits, I'll be honest. They do need to pull this back ever so slightly, because right now Kyle gets carried. It's just kind of walking all over these guys. Look at the possession they have, the control, everything. Everything just seems to be playing into their favour right now.
Yeah, it's Dar. You see it as soon as he gets out, it's a bit of a shoddy clear there into the centre. Nyx and Tadar looked so strong coming into this game with that first goal, but now they're just getting demoed. Proofy taking him out, and then Patty getting a great goal from the back of it.
That demo actually set up that it completely destroyed the offense. That's what allowed that goal to happen. The spawn was on the far side. Tater wasn't able to get back in time. Completely opened up the defense. This physical play, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's always a bit of an unorthodox strategy, but when you have a team that can pull it off really well, oh my god, is it beautiful.
Yeah, it's one of those things of, it looks so wrong, but it feels so right. If you've got to win it, that's what you got to do. Don't care if it's a dirty play, but at the end of the day, these lads want to be champions, and they've got to do everything they can to do it. It's Meme Master Patty goes and gets himself his second goal, and the 4th goal for Cole gets carried.
Well, we've seen the complete reversal of what happened last game. Last game, it was all looking bad for Carl gets carried. Tenix had the 4-1 lead at the end of it. The double fake, that's a great strategy. We don't often see that one employed. Paddy just able to sweep across the face of the net at the last second there to save it. But my oh my, we're seeing some changes here, baby.
Yeah, of course. 10x now are down 3 goals. They've got to make changes, because if they keep doing what they were doing beforehand, they're just going to get smacked something wrong. We could see a Brazil. And Tadar knows that, gets demoed. Proofy and Patty, they were listening to us, Chrome. They just heard that the demos were working, and they're getting so physical. They don't give a damn about their opponent's well-being. They just want to smack them on about. And they're getting some good aggression out of it.
There's a lot of posts being hit right now, not a whole lot of goals. A couple of, again, close attempts from Carl to get carried. But they haven't really found that clinical execution, which we did see a couple of times earlier. Nyx going for another gorgeous air dribble, but just runs out of boost, isn't quite able to take it all the way over. Carl gets carried still with a convincing lead, and Nyx, though, finally going to set up the return.
Yeah, it's all off the back of this mistake from Patty, who just, well, did nothing essentially. Nick's coming on through, gets the easy hit, 2 minutes 10 remaining, and 2 goals needed for 10x. It's very doable considering that Nyx and Tadar suddenly started being able to deal with Mean Master Patty and Proofy, and they just got to keep that up.
I mean, they still have 2 minutes. 2 goals is absolutely doable. Taylor trying to get something, gets the stop right on the post. The follow-up from Nyx is just a second too late. That was such a gorgeous looking play. But Bacon, it just slowed down right there. That's what's killing them. They just need a little bit more intensity. There's the flick over the top, off the crossbar. Nyx!
Easy.
There we go. There's the aggression, ladies and gentlemen. There's the power they needed. Look at this. Taylor sets it one way, sets it the other, pops it over the top. Crossbar. Proofy's up way too soon. And Nyx is all green lighted to go ahead and pop that one in the net.
Yeah, Patty in chat there just saying choke city. The guys of Carl Gets Carried, they know what is going on. They've just got to suddenly get that mental game. Otherwise, they're going to keep dropping goals. This is not Urban Central. You can't get a train to Choke City from here at DFH. You've got to stand strong. It may be raining, it may be all wet out there, but you've got to dry yourself off and get back on that pitch and score goals, because Carl Gets Carried, they're only a goal up in this game. And at this rate, Tadar and Nyx will catch up with them and take the lead.
They still have that final minute. They only need 1 goal to chuck it in. Dumps over 1, gets it almost over the second. Paddy with the clutch save there, just being able to tip it away. Here's Taylor for the dribble. Almost had it. If he pulled off the flick, that would have been a goal. He just got a little bit caught up on the top of the car, but Nyx rifles it into the upper seat. Another fantastic goal. That's the equaliser. Choke City, Bacon, seems to be where DFH is located right now.
Yeah, I didn't realise the actual city around DFH had a name. I was there like, I thought this was something more, metropolis-like, but no, Choke City it seems. And Carl Gets Carried, even though they're on the orange side, that is definitely the home team. Proofy, you have just had this game squared on up. You and your buddy Patty, you can still get a goal and take the lead. It's not over yet. You're squared on out. Patty gets a demo, wants the back pass to Proofy, gets the boost. Proofy having to go up and Nyx can just take control. Tadar wanting to get a hammer hit, maybe a bit too aggressive. Had an easy turnaround.
That was the fatal error. Look at this, the double commit. Nyx was just pushed too far up. Patty finally able to show off that carry on Kyle there. 5-4, 8 seconds, Bacon. I don't know that Tenix are going to be able to do it. They have the chance. There's the breakaway play. The boost steal is there. Taylor's going to try and drop it down. Almost, look at that angle.
Yes!
Nyx managed to find it. The zero hero, the angle. Look at this, Taylor, from almost out of nowhere. He almost dropped it down, the post blocks him out, and Nyx comes swooping in. Oh my lord, Bacon. We're seeing some top-notch Rocket League here. We're in OT after the zero hero. Tenix can still take it 2-0 in this series and move on to the finals. But Carl Gets Carried have the opportunity now. They cannot throw this away, Bacon. This is do or die time in every sense of both of the words. There's the mind game.
There it is!
The flick, Taylor! Let's go! Kyle is out of there!
Woo. Well, the carry from Patty definitely was not strong enough, Patty. Sorry, buddy, you've got to keep hitting the gym. You got to work on those shoulders. You weren't able to carry Kyle on through to Dart and Nyx in a 2-0 sweep. It was quite close, I'm not going to lie, in that second game, but they were able to do it. They're going on through to the finals. We still don't know who they're going to be going up against in Turtle Esport or Shot Polls, but that final is going to be juicy AF, Chrome.
That it is, Bacon. I think, guys, don't go anywhere. Definitely stay tuned, because this final is going to be absolutely stacked. We've already seen Shot Polls put in a cracking performance against Nuts. Obviously, Tenix, we saw them earlier on again versus the young PS4 players. They have just been on point today. So stick around, stay tuned, and we will rejoin you right after this short break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the finals. Nay. Not just any finals. The grand finals of tonight's Rewind Gaming 2v2 Showdown. We have currently got $15 on in the prize pool, $15 to give to a winner. All thanks to Jamo there in chat. Love hearts going out to him. What a lad. Not only one of the contestants to really try and win us tonight, but he knows how much like these tournaments provide. So he's just going to throw some money towards it to help support the community. But let's get on into this game. I'm Digital Bacon, once again joined by Chrome. And Chrome, what a game we have lined up.
We do. We have Shot Poles versus Tenix. Both teams we have seen some absolutely magical plays from this evening. Bacon, I feel like I have to call it one way or the other. I think, for me, personally, my money's on Tenix right now. They have just been absolutely out of their minds in that last game. They managed to pull out the reversal so well from that 1-4 deficit, even take it into overtime and then win. It was just so clutch. I got to go with those guys, Bacon. What are your thoughts? Where are you stand on this one?
Well, I'm just going to say you're silly and go for Shot Poles. As did you see that match earlier? Shots and Tadpole, the unison, the team plays. That is going to be such a big factor in this, where those two can work like a well-oiled machine together to get on past any defender on the field. I think Shots and Tadpole, they're going to smack on down Tenix. I'm going to have to say, though, if we're talking game-wise, I think it's going to be a 3-1 to Shot Poles.
I don't know, Bacon. I think Shot Poles, you're absolutely right. They popped earlier. They had fantastic stuff. But Tenix, I just feel like they're the dark horse. You can't underestimate these. Otherwise, they will absolutely sucker punch you from out of nowhere. So I can't in good confidence, in good faith, say that Tenix are not capable of winning this.
Nah, I'm going to be praising Shots and Tadpole. I believe in them. I think the lads are going to do it. But we've got to wait for them to prove it to us. They can get on the field. They're just finishing tying up their little Rocket League boots, laces, in a little bunny ears bows. And before we get on into this, guys, if you like what you've seen tonight, make sure to hit that follow button, smash it. In fact, just destroy that follow button. You shouldn't be able to see it after you're done with it. If you really want to support us, there's the subscribe button. There's a donate little tile below, Patreon, all that good stuff. And of course, biggest thing is just to come join the community. Head on over to Discord or, you know, the good things over at Twitter. I did a little bit of a space out there. It was a bit weird, but I'm back in the game. That's why I carried on for so long. But Shots, he gets the first goal.
Well, it's not looking good for my predictions so far, Bacon. Shots all the way downtown. Nix is just caught off guard. It's all right. We'll put it down to some nerves, you know, grand final nerves. Totally acceptable. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We're still in the game here. Nothing too dangerous. Plenty of time for the return of Tenix so far. There's the ground pitch. Doesn't quite have the power that Tadpole was looking for. Nix now starting off on the ceiling. That's where he likes to be. We've seen him make some absolute magic happen from up on high, but just going to get blocked off there.
Dada not being able to get past Shots. He hammers it away. Gets a second goal. You were doubting Shot Poles here, Chrome, but no. Shots is already put 2-1.
I may be starting to regret my decision here. But we did see some great plays from Tenix when they were under pressure. So maybe they're just putting themselves at a disadvantageous position in order to work themselves up, get hyped, get excited. But then, that demo was nasty.
Nasty demo. Maybe Tadar just receiving a bit from that last game. Shots moving it downfield. Apple is up. He's going for a nice little alley-oop. Nix blocking it on out. Tadar with the whiff. Shots comes on through. Hammers it on into the goal. Shots. It's just got himself a hat-trick.
Maybe that 3-1 prediction was pessimistic on your behalf, Bacon. This could potentially be a clean sweep if this pressure keeps up now.
It could be indeed. I'm proud of the boys so far from Shots and Tadpole. But
although, is this the start of the end, Bacon? Is this turn already?
Kickoff goals are kickoff goals. I'm just going to say that. It was a good one. Locking it out from Tadar from Shots. And great follow-up there from Nix. But it's one out of the 3 that are needed. The vital ones. And you can't, like, put out Shots and his buddy Tadpole from getting another. So it could be 4 or 5 goals that are still needed here from Tenix. As Tadpole is going super aggressive, getting that across the net. Shots rightfully so, not wanting to jump up for it right away. Tadar is able to get on out, but look at that, Shots is able to pick on up. It looked easy for him as he gets it up in the air. Nix does hit it on the way, but Tadpole's going to come through. Knocks it towards goal and in to Tadpole just there. Flopping about beautifully.
I mean, he may be flailing, but he's flailing with style. Look at that, just clips it in the post. 4-1. We've seen Tenix in this position before. We've seen them climb back out from depths. But whether they're going to be able to do it against the formidable combination of Shots and Tadpoles, I don't know, Bacon. Is that asking too much? For me, maybe. I think I've changed my mind. I think it might just be a stretch too far.
Have you been converted over to?
I think I have. I think
shot poles.
I think we've gone now. Look at that. Although Taylor doesn't.
They're saying come back to us. We want, you know, you're following. Tadar is able to get that off.
They're trying to win me back already, Bacon. I've been gone for less than a minute and already that. Hey, we got it. Don't leave. We're all good.
Oh, good block there from Tadpole. The 50-50 coming out. He goes wide of the goal. What are you doing there, Tadpole? Like a little rhyme. Tadar is on it. He's looking to cause a crime as he goes on through. But no, Shots will block that.
Bacon's Thursday Bars is going to be our regularly scheduled broadcast, guys. So do tune in next week for soothing music delivered straight to your eardrums by the one and only Digital Bacon. But as we head on back into the realms of Rocket League, Nix manages to pick up the demo onto Shots. Does get the long ball over, but with no real teammate to back him up, there is not a whole lot this offense can do. Taylor's up, trying to get the redirect. Nothing doing for them right now, though.
Nix, however, still on the attack, does try and get the second touch, but Shots locks it on out. He's the only one that's allowed to put Shots on target here. So he's getting the runaway. Nix cutting it out straight to Tadar. Great pass. Tadar looking for the bump. Does get it, but Shots comes on through with the recovery. Looking to move it downfield. Tadpole has to go up here. I like a little bit of a fake there up in the air. Shots happen to recover. Nix, he's chasing down Shots, knocks him out the way, and Tadar gets an easy runaway.
Well, here it is. Look at this Tadar. We've seen him with some great little dribble plays. Shots did get the bump come out from Nix, but maybe Bacon, maybe I was a bit presumptuous in my prediction switches. Maybe I should have just stuck to my guns. There's still time.
Stop jumping about here, Frank. Come on.
Look, maybe I'm a floating voter, okay? I don't want to commit too early. I just need to know who the winning team is. Then we make our move.
Yeah, go winners. That's pretty much it. As long,
there you go.
You know, if someone is saying you'll get free ice cream for it, yeah, they're getting your vote. It's that sort of case, isn't it? And Shots. Oh, he needed to pass it into middle. Tadpole was there. Tadpole not getting his second hit off because it just had to receive in such an awkward place. Ball's safe back for Shots, however. How is it on downfield? Tadpole not getting it crossed enough. Shots wants to get blocked and does. That's going to make the ball linger in the middle for a little bit as the dart hammers it away. Tadpole getting demoed. Oh, Shots needs to drop out of this, and he does!
Oh, that was unfortunate, really. He had the opportunity, he just took the wrong tap on the ball there. Didn't really find it, but Taylor from up on high dunks it down. Another aerial goal, his third of the game. He's picked up the hat-trick. And Tenix have come back from that 4-1 deficit. They've come back to 4-4. We saw this once before, Bacon. Can we remember how it ended? I think Tenix won the game and then the series afterwards. So maybe This is a little bit of deja vu we got going on here.
I would just like to politely ask you to shut your mouth, Mr. Cromes, because the religion of shots is so strong that he's going to be able to overpower Tenix. Look at that. The 50-50 pinch, sending it all the way into the goal. Party time is definitely indeed needed after that one.
Well, I think you may be celebrating a little bit too soon, Bacon. My boys in blue have definitely got it in them. Look, here we go. Nix is coming on over the top. Doesn't quite get it, but still plenty of time. Taylor could be coming back around with this one. Just going over the block. Nice, safe play. 15 seconds left. I'm not even worried. Maybe a little bit worried. It's 10 seconds left, Bacon.
Yeah,
Bacon.
Hey, you're either red or dead.
Oh,
Nix, don't you do it, buddy. Well done, Shots getting it on out as Tadar is trying to keep it alive. Shots wants to pull it down. Nix will deny it. It's a good maneuver over to Tadar, but he can't get on it, and shot poles are taking game one.
My hopes and dreams have just been shattered. I'm torn, Bacon. Nix was so close on the final air dribble. But well played to shot poles. They are going to go up one game in the series. There is still time. It's a best of 5. We have the opportunity to return, come back. We've done it before. We can do it again. But shot poles are looking dominant, to say the least.
Yeah, they just got that little edge. Tenix earlier, they got their goals from when shot poles just laid off a bit of the pressure, when they relaxed. And in a game like this, you're in the finals of Rewind Gaming. You can't relax. You've got to be on edge. You've got to be at 110% at all times. It is really mentally taxing on you. You've just had, let me have a look. We started at 6 o'clock tonight. So you're currently sitting at about 2 hours and 20 minutes of playing Rocket League. And you've got another, could be another 20 minutes, could be another half an hour. You've got to deal with. And, well, if you want the money, you've got to put up with it, because everything is on the line. The pride, the pleasure of being called champions, and, of course, the prize.
That is, of course, what we are fighting for. That is all the marbles, pretty much in a nutshell, Bacon. You hit the nail on the head. I'd like to point out to those saying casting bias in chat, it's actually not a bias, it's just a little bit of a friendly rivalry. Clearly, my predictions are far better than those of Digital Bacon, so, we're just reinforcing.
Yeah, it's not biased as well, because we picked each team has a cast.
Yeah, exactly,
So it's still
fair.
50-50.
we made sure to rig it so at least one team gets one caster.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, the blue team are poo-poo, and it's all about the reds, but let's just get onto this game, Chrome. Look at that from Shots. Good control. Wanted the 50-50. Tadar gets great height.
Go on,
He's looking to drop it down, and Nix can put it away.
Let's go. Here we go. Boys in blue. Tenix coming back up. Tader, great control in the air. Drops it down to his teammate. Nix, smart enough, gets the read, sends it in. And we are back, Bacon. I don't know if you were quite expecting us yet. We're a little bit early. But first goal going in favour of Tenix right there.
Tadar going to be able to pick up his ball as well. He's not getting much pressure from Shots. Tadpole is back. Nix wanted another shot there, but Tadpole is just able to flop around and get it. He needs to get back to goal, however. It's way past him, but it was not directed towards goal, so it's safe. Nix might be able to get a bit of a dish going, but no, Shots cuts it on out. Tadpole, that is a beefy clear, but it's straight to middle. Easy pickings for Tadar to grab. He does pop it. Tadpole will want to slow us down. The contention is a little bit late from Nix, but a 50-50 does come out. Tadar missing it. Nix wants to put this into the wall. He wants to follow it up, get that air dribble going. Has to bounce it, and Tadpole picks on up. It's got the option in the middle. Tadpole just passed it already.
The block! Tadar! Ta-da! There we go. That's how it's supposed to say his name. When he pulls off a fantastic play, it's ta-da! Here we go. Tadpole sends it flying over the crossbar. Gets the demo, though. Potentially to return. Another one pinging off the bar. Tenix holding strong in the defense. We've seen a couple, actually, Baker. I just wanted to raise the point. We've seen Tadar pull off some some nice dribble plays, but he does seem to have a little bit of trouble with speed and keeping the ball right on the top of his guy. He likes to get rid of it quite early, and maybe that is leaving it open there.
Well, nail on the head there. There you go.
Yeah.
Got rid of it early. Shots picking it up, puts it into the middle, and both Tadar and Nix out of place. Means that Tadpole can just waltz on in, grab that ball, put it away, and square up the game.
Sorry, I liked what happened.
They squared up the game. It's 1-0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you may have got the early lead, but it don't matter. What matters now is what happens from here on out. Nick's putting a bit of pressure, but Tadpole is looking to just draw him on in, gets it past him, and well followed up by Tadar. But no, Tadpole, the 50-50 was strong. Going to try and get another hit there, but well done by Nix to put it into the corner. Tadar getting that dribble. We know what he's like with them, but shots too strong, almost 50-50s for him.
That's unfortunate. It was such a nice little dribble right up until the end there, and it just kind of all fell apart. The mind game was perhaps a little bit too delayed. But still, 1-1. Could go either way. Tadpole launches one over the top. Shots for the redirect, or the triple touch, the passing play. Taylor just needs to wallop it on in, and there's the open net. Tenix picking up goal number 2. 2 minutes left on the clock.
That whiff was horrible to watch there from Tadpole, where he just completely misses it. In a situation like that, if you're not 100% sure you can go for it in 2v2's Chrome, you leave it, don't you? You've got no safety net. There's not a third man back in defense to be able to pick it on up. You've got to make those decisions straight on the point, and if the decision is wrong, you're getting scored upon. Tadar getting demoed. Tadpole, good 50-50 by him. Nix is just buying time. Puts it across the middle, but Shots will pick that up.
Shots going to look to try and spin it over to Tadpole, but Taylor getting all up in their grills right now. Quite literally on the front of the car. But Shots once again coming round. Flicks it up high. That's a little bit more power, I think, than he was really expecting to get. Tenix still locking down the fortress on defense, although the ball is coming over a little bit too fast. Tadpole unable to get to it. Isn't even going to be able to pick up the boost as Taylor comes flying on under him. Still going in favor of Tenix right now.
Nix clears it on out, straight into Tadpole. Tadpole run this back, maybe draw in an attack. Does that, but Tadar is on it. Shots out to the side once again. Tadpole was looking for a demo. Shots missing the ball, but Tadpole is able to pick it up due to the lack of pressure. Oh, it's a bit of a whiff it. Shots has to be careful here. Needs to get it off. Nix picking it on up. There's a shot from him. It's now 3-1 by Tetlix.
It's clean. It's good. Look at this. This is the comeback, Bacon. I think you picked your horse too soon. Nix just sends it on in. Nice, simple finish. 3-1. 43 seconds. It's not an impossible feat. We've seen it done before. But it is going to be a bit of a struggle against Tenix right now, who are looking much more on form in the first game. There's the demo as well. Nix is saying, absolutely not. You can get out of my blue box right now.
Oh, Tadpole, good 50-50. Once again, wonderful shot! He's got that away. You said it was possible. You didn't think so, though, Chrome. Shot polls, they're going to prove you wrong, buddy.
I'm starting to get a little bit nervous, Bacon. There's still 30 seconds. They only need one goal. Maybe we can work this out somehow. Some peaceful resolution. I mean, we don't have to be so angry at each other. You know, it's just predictions, right? Please don't hold me.
Okay, Tadpole's just got himself a hat trick. He's not going to take any prisoners here, Chrome, as he wants this game. I was saying 3-1 that 2 shot polls earlier. If they can just keep this up, somehow put on the pressure like this, it might be a 3-0. But Nix and Tadar, they are not out of it at all. So Tadpole and Shots, it is that case if they cannot just relax for a moment, because they could quite easily get shot upon.
I mean, I think getting complacent here is to shoot oneself in the foot. The ball is going to drop. There's no follow-up from Nix. We're in overtime. Shot polls could put this into a 2-1 lead, or Tenix could tie up the series. There is really no telling which way it will go. Shots lobs one over high.
Good hit.
Baits the defender. no follow-up. Tadpole choosing instead to stay back, reserved, playing the defense, not wanting to give it away to an easy mistake. There's the block from Tadpole in the midfield. Still playing strong, both teams. Good, strong clears. A bit of a weaker pass there from Shots. Nick's able to set that one. Tater with the block. It's still going on. Making this offensive pressure here right now.
No, Shots is able to deal with it. Tadar puts it on back in. Tadpole. Nicely done. That demo means that Shots now has boost once again and it is in the middle. Nix with a good hit to block that on out. Shots now. The only one back. His body is just there now. Tadpole took a bit of time there. He is very lucky that the play was not fast. Otherwise, they could have been punished. Tadpole retreating as Shots comes on in. And there's the rotate from Tadpole. Just going back for more boost. Maybe trying to stop Nix, but it does not matter as Nix got on the ball, puts it away, and we're on a 1-all series.
Well, there we go. You said 3-1. I think it's entirely possible that the 3-1 could be in favour of Tenix rather than Shot Poles, although only time will tell. Both teams playing phenomenally right now, Bacon. I think we can both agree on that simple fact.
Oh, yeah.
It's just which one is going to be able to win it all as the champion of this week's 2v2 showdown.
My money's still on Shot Poles. Like, it is that point of when they are firing off, they are stronger. And you'll notice this, it is a weird fact that Shots, even though his name, you know, would favor that he just puts shot after shot on the goal, he's actually stronger in defense and letting Tadpole coming up. It's those passing plays. We've seen it tonight so many times when Tadpole was in the middle, waiting for Shots to pass it over, but Shots got greedy. He went for just the shot at goal, and that has punished him so many times. Shots, if you're listening, buddy, just use that infield pass time and time again because it is so easy. It's like a sweaty goal on FIFA or something, you know. It's so easy to do. It gets around the defender. Just do it.
Well, you say just do it. It's a little bit easier said than done. I think we can all agree for those of us who have worked our way up tirelessly from Bronze 1. It is perhaps sometimes more challenging to execute than one might think, Bacon. So I know the pressure these guys are under. Although, speaking of pressure, there's some great offense from Tenix again, taking that 1-0 lead, the first goal in this game. This could potentially be the start of the revolution. I think we may have lost Bacon.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Okay. It's alright, we found him again. We gave him a map. We're fine.
Yeah, but I was only lost in the woods for like, what, 10 seconds?
You were just contemplating your poor prediction choices, were you?
No. My prediction choice still holds strong. Just you wait and see what Shots and Tadpole can do. Shots onto it. Just gonna try and bait on in. Nix goes underneath him. That is good. I was talking about infield passes. Tadar heard that. He's waited.
No boost. There he goes. Go on, Tadar.
That is wide though. He needs to get up to the centre. Tadpole can deal with it. As it's on out. Shots looking to hammer it.
That was the best inhale I've ever heard in a casting session.
I'm glad I could provide it for you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
But that goal, Chrome.
That was.
Can you see
I will
why
admit.
I packed these two?
I'll admit, Bacon. That was quite the goal. Here's the chance to pay the though. Up early, drops it on in. Doesn't really get the placement. I think he would have preferred. Shots able to work it on out. Still, a very back and forth game. 3 shots coming out from Tenix. Only 2 so far from Shot Poles. There's another one, and that's 2 for 4. Tater scoring 2 for 4. He's been the workhorse in the offense right now. Nick's basically just going for the setups. 50% shooting accuracy. Oh, we'll take it.
Yeah, you may take it, but we've still got 3 minutes 15 left. There's only one goal separating these two teams, Chrome. Except that anything can happen, even with 2 goals. Don't get too cocky yet, Nix and Tadar. Shot pulse is still in this.
They are. You're absolutely right. There is nothing counting them out just yet. It is still all to play for. But, you know, I just think 10X have been looking so sharp that they can puncture the bubbles and those balloons that Shots has got on that goal explosion. They can rain on his parade, so to speak, and take home the grand prize, especially if Taylor can actually score this open net, which he is able to. 4-1, that's got to hurt, Bacon. I can feel it.
It does hurt indeed. Shots there, instead of going back to goal, went out for that side boost. It was a poor decision from him. And it's all because Tadpole and Shots are now starting to try and get super aggressive. They're down a few goals, so they're just pulling through with that aggression. It's hurting them. They need to be structured. 2 minutes 45 remaining. That is a ton of Rocket League. They can just, as long as they can build up from a solid defense, get that build up going, they can get goal after goal. Especially when you get whiffs like that from Tadar.
There is something to be said, excuse me, for some of the mistakes on offense coming out from 10X. But even with that in mind, I think they are still so far ahead right now, and they're playing so well, unless they leave the open net. But the goal has been beamed. It's a crossbar. It's physical. You can hear, ladies and gents in chat, the physical pain Bacon is experiencing.
Oh, it hurts me when, you know, my babies aren't doing what they should be doing. We know how good these players are, and when they just can't perform at that level, it actually hurts. Especially as a caster, you're just there going, I've seen you, I've casted you numerous times before, and today you're just not doing that magic, which I know you can. So please, wave your wands, Tadpole and Shots, and just perform spectacularly.
I mean, normally Tadpole and Shots waving their wands is on the rewind late session, but I think
I was thinking that should.
yeah, maybe not for our regular viewing audience, but still there is time.
Subscribers only.
Yeah, that is one of the benefits. Get subs and you catch all of our elusive content, I could say, I suppose. But still, plenty of time for Shot Pulse to come back into it. They just need to pull their socks up and get going right now. They cannot afford to just dilly-dally off in defense.
Nix puts it on down. Tadpole getting beaten by Tadar, who now could get a very easy counter. He's bought a bit too much time. And Shots gets back in to make the clear. Tadpole, nice maneuver. Tadar cuts it on out. Puts it down to Tadpole. Oh, this is spectacular. Straight onto Shots. 35 seconds left here, Chrome. We saw it last game. And Shot Pulse get back in.
This could be the return. I'm not sold. We did see it last time, but maybe, just maybe, Bacon, you might be onto something here. We've just seen. I think the problem right now is Taylor has had a lot of opportunities where he's just had a little bit too much time, hasn't really known what to do with the ball, and that's just cost the opportunity. We saw just there. He could have just gone for the whack in. He just chose to take the time, tried to play the mind game. Didn't quite work, but that one was gorgeous. Taylor, you are forgiven. Your sins are absolved, my child. Look at this one.
Yeah,
Pops
well
it
done.
over the top. Oh, that's gorgeous.
In that case, Tadpole coming on in. Sorry, Shots. You have two options. Either the fake is going to come out, or you've got to jump at that ball and block it. It's a 50-50, and in this case, the coin came out tails. Tadpole not getting it, but 3 goals down. This game is over. It's looking like Technics will now take the series 2-1, but it's not just over yet.
Well, there we go. 2-1. Your prediction, Bacon, was 3-1 to Shot Poles. The team name you may have got wrong, but I reckon your game score is on point so far. Hopefully, for the boys in blue, they can pull off a similar performance. Shot Poles have a little bit of work to do to get back into this one. Although if they start off the next game with a strong opening, it's definitely plausible that they come back and claw out the reverse sweep, Bacon. There's all still to play for. Oh, I'm excited. I want to find the conclusion to this epic saga we've seen this evening.
Oh yeah, right. Just right now, guys. Chat. Let's get real.
Heart to heart moment.
Tadpole, boys, we know how spectacular you are. Tadar and Nix, you're playing spectacular at the moment. We don't need to give you any encouragement. Shots and Tadpole, just use each other. Communicate. Pass the ball between you and move around Nix and Tadar, because at the moment, you're just trying to hammer it on away. When soon as you see that goal, you see the slightest bit of opening, you're going for it. No, that's what 10x want you to do. So just play smarter. Try and go for those fakes. And you boys will be able to do it.
Bacon also offers his coaching services for the low price of $9.99, so you can get those on the regular. Motivational speeches and Rocket League inspirational strategies are all part of his repertoire, so make sure you get yourselves a cracking Christmas deal on those. But after that epic pep talk, we're back in. This could be the final game of the night, Bacon. This could be the 3-1 if Tenix managed to scoop it out. However, shot poles are absolutely capable of stealing this one all the way away. Nick's just missing the redirect, doesn't quite find the open net. Taylor's taking it slow. Has been, I think, one of the major issues we've seen with him so far, Bacon. Is he just sometimes takes it that little bit too slow.
Yeah, and he tries to keep the ball a little too close to comfort, and it just does not work. Shots there getting the first goal of the game. Shots, boy, proud of you.
Well, I think the motivational talk worked, Bacon. They've got the opener. Can they sustain it, or are Tenix going to be able to come back with a big hit up next? So still to all the double block there from Tadpole. Taylor tries to get the flick away. No one's in net. It just goes shy of the post there. Taylor could be going up. There he is. Kind of just stalemate in the midfield. Nix is going to be backing off, playing this 2v1 on defense. Has to be a bit more reserved. Taylor is back in business though to try and help out his buddy.
I don't know, Craig. What we're seeing now is Tadpole is trying to draw Tadar on in. He wants Tadar to come in with those close, because Shots and Tadpole are good on those 50-50s. Their biggest problem is still Nixo, but they think if they can get it down to that one-man's defense situation, they'll be able to handle it. Ooh, it's still looking a little bit shaky here.
I think you're right. If they isolate Taylor, if they take him out of the equation, they definitely have a much better chance 2-on-1 versus Nix, because we've seen they can string some absolutely gorgeous passing plays together. It's just getting to a stage where you have that man out of the way. The long ball posted.
Yes!
Tadpole with the follow-up. Maybe we're going to 2-2. Maybe none of our predictions are going to be right.
Yeah, maybe it's going the whole way to 5 games. We've seen overtime after overtime, game 3 after game 3, and now it's looking like we might have the game 5, but 3 minutes 21 remaining. Still could be many a goal to be had in this one, especially when you've got Nix with an absolute beast of a hit like that. But Shots able to tame it. Tadar again, slowing the game down. Tadpole and Shots know that now. You can't just keep using that same trick, Tadar. It's not going to work every single time.
And that's the thing. That's kind of Taylor's one, the almost not. I don't want to say one trick pony. That's quite. I almost feel it's demeaning, and that is not indicative of his talent. But he does seem to do this thing a lot where he just takes it. Was that an aerial bump to get the goal?
It was indeed.
Dirty.
Don't worry, lads. This is rugby. It's not anything like football. This is rugby. You're allowed to tackle into him like that. Tadpole there.
UK casters, it's rugby now.
Yeah. Tadpole there was super clever, seeing that he wouldn't be able to reach the ball, but Nix was within his reach. Knock that player out. Make sure that Nix can't get to the ball. And that resulted in a goal. 3-0 now to this revitalized Tadpole and Shots side.
Well, I think, Bacon, we might be going all the way to game number 5 right now. It is not looking good for Tenix in this one. I think they just have to regroup. Look, there's Shots with a great play over the top. Almost had the offload, but Shots, 3 out of the 4 goals so far. Tadpole's managed to bang one in. But my, oh my, Bacon, are they absolutely running away with it right now. It is just not looking anything like Tenix envisioned it. It is going to game number 5. That is my stalwart prediction, and I'm not coming off that one so easily.
Yeah, and you say running away with it, it's almost looking like Shots and Tadpole are skipping and jumping as well. Even when something like that happens, Tadar is a little frazzled, but he's able to just hold due to that flip, keeping him in place for the follow-up.
It's a nice finish. I just don't know that it's going to be enough. They need 3 more like that and then 1 in overtime, assuming that shot poles score no more. That would make it even harder for them to come back. Cater's a little bit late to that. Doesn't manage to get the boost or the bump. Going for the ground pole from Tadpole. 2 kinds of poles there. Shots is a little bit out of position. Not really going to be anything super dangerous on this attack. Although Shots may have just almost tried to score an own goal. Luckily, Tadpole is back waiting to intercept that one.
Yeah, just a long back pass there. And Tadpole is going to be able to run away with it. Tadar, cutting it on out. It's going to follow on through. Good pass into the middle for Nix, but Shots cuts it on out. All the way it goes. And this is now sitting at 5-1 to shot poles.
We said if they scored any more, it's going to be difficult for Tenix to come back. But shot poles are truly showing us right now what it means to be in your prime in a 2v2 situation. They are absolutely firing on all cylinders. They had a bit of a shaky couple of games earlier, but they are pulling it back with a vengeance. They want to go all the way to game number 5, and so they will. There's the squishy muffins shot almost being recreated there. Not quite had the finish, but it's close. That's even closer. That one was in.
Yeah, that was indeed 6-1 now. Chrome, it's looking like we might just see a Brazil here tonight, buddy.
Well, I mean, it's looking that way. I'm quietly hoping that we don't, because that would be quite sad for Tenix. I think they've come all this way just to be Braziled, the ultimate BM. Well,
on the ball, knocks it over. Tadpole picks up. It's nice. Nick's putting it back to his own goal, but does keep it on out. Just
needs to pull those double touches on the orange goal instead of the blue one, and then with clean sailing. Oh, that's another one.
No, that's why.
Oh, just about saved.
Nick's keeping it out. Oh, Tadpole with the double touch. The follow
Brazil!
through. The 7th goal and the Brazil indeed.
Welcome to Brazil, everyone. We've arrived. Tadpole finds the finish. What is this? 3-4. Tadpole. 8 shots. He's 3 for 8, but the 8 shots is just so impressive. The offense coming out of shot poles. They're a completely renewed team. I think your inspirational speech, Bacon, has re-energized them. So, guys, you know, Bacon is selling some quality goods and services here. You should definitely take it.
Yeah, I've somehow encrusted magic into those words, which just seem to work.
It works, 100% guarantee. If you
it's
don't
all
like
about
it,
the mental aspect. That is it. Now, Tadar and Nix, they've got to find a way. If they can get a goal in this last dying seconds of this game, it'll just help morale a bit. But it's not looking to be that way. The ball is going to bounce into the middle. Tadar wants the pass, gets over the Nix. Nix blocked out by shots. Tadar can try to pick this up, but no, it hits the ground. Brazil is the final result, and you know what, Chrome? We've got a game 5 coming up.
I think we can throw our prediction animosity out of the window. I think we're just excited to see how this ends.
You know how it's going to end up, Chrome?
Who's going to win, Bacon? Tell me.
It's going to be shot poles. After a dominating game like that, how can you say otherwise?
Interesting analysis there, Bacon. I don't know. We've seen some good things today from Technics. I wouldn't put it past them. Could go either way. This is literally like riding on a knife edge. It could go either way very easily. And hopefully, folks, we're going to find out which way the cookie crumbles in these next 5 minutes.
We are indeed. We are down to essentially a best of one in this. 2 games apiece in this best of 5, meaning that we could even see a golden goal situation. I wouldn't even be surprised if we see an overtime, because we've seen enough of them tonight. And here we're just doing the little Rocket League rain dance. We're waiting for Tadar to get back in. There he is. We're ready to rumble. And Chrome, this is going to be an absolute cracker of a final game.
We're ready to rock and roll, ladies and gents. The kickoff is hot. All 4 players closing in on that one. Nothing getting left to chance here. Control is going to be the name of this game. Tater has the flick. He just sends it a bit wide. Tadpole just about gets there a little bit late, though. Nix is way too early on the jump. This post is just going to set Tadpole up, and that pains me, Bacon. I think Nix was just way too out of position here. Didn't have the chance to react. And that is 1-0 to Shotpole.
It is indeed 1-0 to Shotpoles as they take the early lead in this series. But 1 goal is nothing in Rocket League. It may be what separates a win and a loss, but with 5 minutes you can get many goals just like that.
1 goal may not be much to deal with, but 2 goals is starting to cause some concern here, Bacon, I'll be honest. Could be problematic, I concede that. Although, I reckon they can still do it. I believe. Oh, this is just a bit of a mush up now. Look at this. It's just ball stalemated. Still, boost going to be going in favour of Shotpoles here. Oh,
the knockdown, not being able to find Tadpole. Nix comes on through, knocks it up in the air. Went for the drop, trying to be a bit cheeky with it, but Shots won't have any of that. Knocks it downfield. Tadar does actually.
Oh, the bullying!
Yeah, the ball does get past him, but Shots bullies him right on back. Follows it into the middle. Tadar try to clear it out. Nice stop there by Tadpole, but Nix even better clearance.
It's still very back and forth. Here's the opportunity. There's no boost on Shots. Not that Nix can know that. But there was almost a perfect attacking opportunity. The defender missed, had no boost. There was only 1 left, a 2-on-1. Nix is desperately hunting for this demo. Can't quite find it. He'll go for the passing play. Tater doesn't get the cherry picker. So it's still going to be sitting at 2-0 right now. Tater nowhere to be seen for this one. Tadpole sends one high. There's Tater. He's sitting patiently in net. Just playing some time out, burning some clock. They can afford to. Hand off. Tater's coming all the way over. He's finally going to pick one up. There we go. The handoff from the ceiling. Nix drops down. Just says, here, take this. Tadpole's a bit late to the party, and Tater is going to send that one off.
See, that is the problem. That Tadpole was too late for that. He needed to keep moving back to goal, but wanted to connect with it there. Shots was so overextended that he couldn't get back in time, and so it really hurt them. Your rotations have to be so pinpoint accurate here at this high level of Rocket League.
Absolutely. There's a cracking shot from Shots. Just manages to squeeze it past the defense. So close with the save there from Tater. Span around, but he just wasn't quite able to get the position on it. Shots putting Shotpoles 3-2 in the lead. It breaks my heart, Bacon. But these guys are just looking phenomenal right now.
Yep, they've finally found out the magic formula of how to take down 10x. And it's just goals, goals, goals here.
I think, Bacon, I may finally have to concede that Shotpoles may just be the better of the 2 teams here. With the Brazil in the last game and the 4-1 we're seeing right now, with just over half of the timer left to run out, it is not looking good for the boys in blue. Although, here's a kickoff goal. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the caster's curse has returned once more.
Can you stop getting that caster's curse, because
I'm just gonna stop talking for the next 5 minutes just to see what happens.
Yeah, let's just do that. Just See if Tadar and Nix have, if they're made of the strong stuff, if they can hold out and weather this storm. 2 goals still needed. That's a good attempt at goal. Shots knocking it up high once again. Nix wanting to drop. Shots does get a hit. Up in the air, Tadar sent it off to the side, but look who's there. Tadpole comes on in, beaten in the block by Tadar. Nix bumping shots as well. Hits the ball away from him. Tadar comes on in. Tadar and Nix, they're finally getting very aggressive here. Shots knocks it into the post. It's on out. Nix clears it. Tadpole, he's got a runaway. Tadar's going to jump on in. Clears it off to the side. But Shots is back. Does get pulled out, but Tadpole is there to clear it on out.
That was so close there. That pinger just up in the corner. Didn't quite find its way in after such a great run. It was almost so gorgeous, Bacon. Now Taylor's got the flick. He's got the open net. This is the return. 3-4, 1 minute 45. I believe in a thing called love, Bacon. Tenix can take it all the way through. Look at this. They're finding the opportunities. They're saying, hey, we're not down and out just yet. It's the bottom of the 9th. The World Championships is just about to conclude, and these guys are giving it their all. Nix following up this one close. Sends it far post. Tadpole is going to get the reach. Sends it away. Taylor, though, knocking it back on net. Nix just patiently waiting in the midfield. Tries to get the body block. Shots, though, does have the chance. Defense is just about able to scramble back in time and save that play.
That's the problem there, the scramble back in time. You can't look as to be scrambling, but with all the pressure coming out, Tadar and Nix, and on the side of Shots and Tadpole are doing it. Here's coming down to a 1-goal differential here. Tadpole and Shots just have to get on through this. They have got the lead. They've just got to hold it for another minute.
Much harder to do when you're 1v2. It's these demos are definitely looking to prove a point here as the offense continues. Nix giving it his all. Tater trying to get physical.
Oh, that's good. Look at that. Tadpole 50-50s it on through. Able to go up the wall, jumps off because he's got the 100 boost. Lets it land underneath him. By that time, Shots comes on through, hammers it up to the backboard. Goes on back, but here, look at that. Tadpole is back in defense.
Oh, the 0 hero. We could be lining it up. I'm hopeful we see another clutch 0 hero goal coming out from Tenix. They have the guts. I believe they can go the distance. It's a good shot. It's not quite far enough away from Tadpole. He is able to work through it. Oh, that's a great stop from Taylor. Nix taking it up the wall. Plays it to himself. There's the long ball over the top. Oh! It's going in! Nix from downtown. 4-4-6 on the clock. Here's the return, Bacon. My boys can do it. Let's go.
Tadpole had the boost. He could have reached that, but no. He had confidence in Shots. And Shots didn't get to it. Again, having boost as well. The lads just having way too much confidence and cockiness. Letting the shot come off. Nix is on it now, but he drops it. Game 5, overtime. Let's go.
Golden goal, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves as Tater is going to be prowling on up with the dribble play. Gets the flick. He's been getting those so consistently. Nix comes in, but Tadpole for the clear shot. On the return, Tater flips it back over. Oh my goodness, ladies and gents. This back and forth is one of legendary proportions as the game rages on.
Well, Tadar has cleared it on out. Nix to the backboard, wanting that double touch, but Tadpole up and over Tadar. Tadar knocks it on out. Tadpole will be able to pick this on up. He slows the game down. He's got Shots in the middle there. He's passed them through, but Shots was too cautious. He knows how much this last goal means and didn't want to make a mistake. And when he had to hit the ball, he made the mistake there. Knock into Nix. Here, Tadpole, if he can dunk this. No, he keeps it too high. Nix pops it up. That should have been Tadar. Shots going up. Gets blocked by Nix. Puts over to the side, and Tadar getting a whiff.
It's alright though. Nothing dangerous coming out so far. Nix is still going to be able to get back in time. So is Tadar. So nothing serious. 1 minute into the overtime. Both teams have definitely got the measure of each other by now. Tadar taking it off the wall. These plays are so smart, just weaving it around the defense. Here comes Nix! The goal! The golden goal! 3-2. Tadpole is straight out of there. GG, well played. They managed to do it, Bacon. They managed to struggle through it all. Tenix are going to be this week's winners. Congratulations to Tater and Nix. Commiserations, of course, to Shot Polls. A fantastic series. Truly a fantastic series from those guys. But what a series it has been. Oh my goodness, Bacon. Game 5 overtime. You couldn't ask for a better grand finals than that.
No, near enough. Each game today went the full distance of the best ofs, and so many overtimes. Tonight was absolutely stacked. Like, you know, if we ran this tomorrow, it could have gone any way. Like, these two teams might have not even made it to the final, Chrome. Another double pairing could have come on through. And that is what I love about Rewind. It's just the high caliber of players mixed in with a sprinkling of golden up-and-comers. And then just to top it off, just a great bit of banter and friendliness between everyone. Makes it the community to be out the biggest EU community for Rocket League as well. So guys, make sure to head on over to Discord, get involved, and, you know, be part of the fun. Also, make sure you sign on up, because you can play in these tournaments. Every Thursday we host this 2v2 showdown, and on Saturdays from 7:30 p.m. GMT, we have the $45 3v3 weekly, which is just as spectacular as tonight. But Chrome, we have to crown a winner of tonight, and that is Tenix. Tadar and Nix are going home with the $15 provided by Jarmo. Technically, we're sponsored tonight, I guess you could say, by Jarmo, Oscar Vat Esports. It has been fantastic. Love the support. Thank you guys for tuning on in, and we hope to see you on Saturday. Toodaloo.